Doing good? Today we are moving on to the next lesson, microorganisms, friend and foe. Foe means enemy. So this lesson is about microorganisms and I think this is the right time to study this lesson. Why? Because we are going through a pandemic, as we know. Can you tell me about that pandemic?
We are now going through a pandemic called COVID-19.
Can you tell which is the organism that is causing the pandemic?
The virus causes COVID-19 is called coronavirus.
Why are microorganisms harmful? Now you will be able to say. Or why are they our enemies?
Microorganisms are harmful because they causes disease.
But in this lesson we are seeing that microorganisms are our friends too. So can you tell some uses of microorganisms?
Some microorganisms are useful to us. For example, yeast is used for making food items.
Microorganisms, friend and foe. Microorganisms are living organisms that cannot be seen with the naked eyes but can be seen with the help of a microscope. That is why they are called as microorganisms or microbes. There are mainly four major groups of microorganisms. They are bacteria, fungi, protozoa and algae. These are the four major groups of microorganisms. You might be wondering why viruses are not included in this group. This is because they do not have their own entity. Own entity means they cannot live independently. They don't exist independently. They need a host body to live. Only then they can behave as a living organism. Some of the diseases caused by these organisms are bacteria, typhoid and tuberculosis, protozoa, dysentery and malaria, fungus, some skin diseases, virus, common cold, chickenpox, COVID-19, etc. There are many other diseases. These are some of the microorganisms. Now, where do microorganisms live? Microorganisms can survive in all types of environment. That is from ice cold climate to hot springs. That means it can withstand very harsh cold and extreme heat also. And it can also survive in deserts or even marshy lands. So it can survive in any climatic condition, in any geographical area. Okay, then it is found inside the body of animals including human beings. Then some of them grow on other organisms while some exist freely. Then some microorganisms like amoeba live alone, that is independently, whereas there are some other microorganisms like fungi and some bacteria which live in colonies. Some microorganisms are unicellular like bacteria, that means they are only single cell, whereas some microorganisms are multicellular like in algae and fungi. Now, how these microorganisms are useful to harm or harmful to us? Some microorganisms are useful because they provide us many benefits, whereas some microorganisms are harmful because they cause diseases. In this lesson, we will be studying about friendly microorganisms and harmful microorganisms. Friendly microorganisms are used in preparation of food items like curd, bread, cake and alcohol, helps in cleaning the environment, helps in preparation of medicines and helps in increasing soil fertility. So, we will be seeing each of these uses and how microorganisms are used for all these in the coming classes.